Hey guys, it's Evan with Sense or Sense. I'm here today to talk to you about an article in the Wall Street Journal that was published today. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm basically just going to look through it and describe some interesting statistics that I found about it. As far as my industry in financial services, I'm always looking at angles and trying to figure out what's going on, what's going to be happening next. And it's been a while since I've spent some time with individual articles from the Wall Street Journal to try to get a better understanding of underlying retail structure, such as grocery stores. And so I found this article very interesting. It talks about the difference between store brands and name brands and generic brands, and I wanted to share some of the statistics today. So I'm going to have my glasses on and I'm going to be looking at this article and discussing a little bit further about this. So it's interesting. It starts off, it gives some unit sales changes from a year earlier, and it was kind of shocking to me. For instance, I'll just give you some of the numbers that are listed here. Dish Care up 15.9% store brand. Home air fresheners 12.9% increase for store brand. Wraps and tortilla shells 12.3% store brand. Pasta, rice, and beans and grains up 7.9% store brand. 7.5% pet food. Candy, gum, and mints 7.2%. Condiments 6.6%. Marshmallows 5.9%. Sweet snacks 4.5%. Those are the big ones. There's some other ones mixed in there that are about equal with the store brand. With the name brand. But those are, some pretty specific high margin items that usually are being sold by, Procter and Gamble and companies like that for the dish care, the home air freshener, things like that, candy, gum, mints, things like that. But you can see that the consumer ultimately is pulling back on things that cost a lot of money. And dish care, home air fresheners, candy, gum, condiments, things like that, they're going generic. And if you continue on with this article, it talks about more and more about how in the last several years since the pandemic that we have now hit the all-time high. It says U.S. private brands dollar share consumer packaged goods. So this is all the generic goods being sold on the store shelves at all the different stores across the United States. It was 18.4% of the market share in 2019, and now it's 21.8% of the market share. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's about a 15 to 20% increase in a 5-year period of time. It's the highest level that it's ever been for private label. The article continues to go on saying that 78% of all national brands are still king in the U.S. However, that's changing rapidly. 65% of all shoppers say they choose private label over national brands because of store brands' lower price, according to the Food Industry Association survey. Some consumers are shifting to private label goods as they give up, postpone other expenses, from piano lessons to streaming services, according to a leading analyst in the industry. So what this leads me to believe is whenever you have people buying private label, they're generally not even shopping in some stores. And that, leads me to the latter part of this article, which is it talks about the stores that have seen the most amount of increase in foot traffic in 2023 going into 2024. So basically the last calendar year. And wouldn't you guess it, that Aldi has almost doubled its foot traffic in the last year. I have an Aldi near me, and it's great. I mean, almost 80% of all the products on their shelves are all generic products, and I really haven't found that many products that I dislike. So if you have an Aldi near you and you haven't gone to it, I recommend that you try it. You can also get some phenomenal deals on, cheeses, meats, packaged products, even discounts on things like meat that's been there overnight that they didn't sell. I take it and I immediately freeze it, and I'm able to use it for a barbecue, say a week or two later. I've saved a lot of money going to Aldi. Next up is Dollar General, has seen about a 40% increase, and then Trader Joe's is just below them at roughly a third increase in their overall traffic. And then at the bottom, guess who's seen a reduction in overall foot traffic? Albertsons and Walmart. That's very interesting that Walmart's at the very bottom of the mix this time. So, at any rate, I thought this was a very interesting article. It does go on. I'll keep it short. It does go on. It says consumers' views on private labels are improving, with millennials and Gen Z leading the pack. According to NIQ, high-income shoppers are also turning to more store brands, with 68% of those surveyed viewing them favorably, above the level for middle and lower income consumers. So that's very interesting to me. So they're saying that this is not a trend for lower income and middle income, it's a trend for higher income. And I've seen that. I live in central Dallas, central to North Dallas, and there are lots of wealthy individuals that live right around my zip code. In fact, my zip code is one of the most wealthy zip codes in the entire city of Dallas. And I see lots of people going into Aldi to shop. This leads me to my conclusion for this entire video, which is, first of all, you can save a lot of money going to places like Aldi. And I really love Aldi. I've saved a lot of money over the last several years. You should definitely check it out. Number two, it's that the consumer is changing its long-term habit of sticking with name brands even when pricing is going up. They're tired of this 20 to 30% increase in grocery costs over the last several years, and they're going to private labels. And the newer generations, whether they're poor, middle class, or wealthy, are all going to buy generic products, or what we used to call generic products, name brand, store brand products is what they prefer to call them now. And it did say that a lot of the store brand products are very comparable, if not even better than some of the actual products that are name brand. So I found that to be the case, especially at Aldi. So I just found this article incredibly interesting. It's a sign of the times. I don't know, it might signal that our economy is not as strong as we thought it was, or it might just signal that people are becoming more savvy. But either way, I would encourage you to go out and save money at places like Aldi. I've always done it, and I found it to be very beneficial. And the products, the big key is the products that they put on the shelf that are their brands are so much better than they were even 5 or 10 years ago. Just go out and give it a try. Anyway, my name is Evan. This is Sense or Sense. Make sure if you like this video, hit the like button. I would appreciate you subscribing to the channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks.